I'll go to the top and delete this other guys we did here. Then what I'll do is that, are you here? I'll go to my ground floor. Sorry, let me answer this quickly. Hello. Are they class? You reach there. Hello. You reach there. You see the land. Sorry. So this is what we'll do. I'll go to my ground floor. Are you with me? I want to copy only the ground floor to another side. So assuming it's an estate, then maybe I'm done with the model. Then they want 10 of these. What it means is that you have to be in 3D because you want to copy the whole thing. So in 3D, you go up this way, then do a selection this way. You get it? If you are sure you are done with the model, then you can group it. So you click on group. After selecting everything, group is here. Create group. Then you can name the group and click on OK. So what the group is to make this one object. So now I can select this guy, click on copy. Then if it's 10, I'll copy 10. Or you can array it. 10. Maybe it's 10 here, 10 at the other. So you array 10 here, then you mirror 10. Then you can get the copies you want. That's simple, right? So assuming I want to copy instead of array, I can just copy one here. You see, we didn't do the copy well. We didn't do the selection well. So realize that I happen to select it. Roof depend I selected. So we'll do this again. I will do okay, so we'll go and copy again. I'll go to the top. Why didn't you select? Because I did this. Yes, so I found mine here. You can see. So you group it. Click on OK. So I'll go to the top. It means that I'll select the model. Let's say I want to array instead of copy. So array, move to second. Maybe I want 5. Move to second. And I'll move this one to this point. Then I did move to second. So the rest will just continue for me that way. Very simple. Once it's a group, any change you make to one, it affects the other. Okay, so if I select this guy, now if I want to edit, I'll focus on one. So I can select this guy and I'll click on edit group. Then that will give me access to the guy. Then I can now work with this guy. And so assuming I select this door, maybe I don't need it again and delete it. And when I click on finish, all the other ones, the doors will be deleted. The change you make to this affects all the other ones. I'll undo. Now I want to copy only the ground floor. So that one means I have to open the ground floor here. So I can select only the ground floor and then copy it here. And put it here. So I have only the ground floor. So assuming it's an apartment, you want to take it up. The same thing. It means that you have to create your levels. Let's see our levels. So we have let me remove the crop. So we only have 1 and 2. So let me add another level and let's see what we can do. So add another level, add another one. And obviously the height needs to be the same. because you are copying the same thing up. So this should be 9,000. This should be 12,000. Then the name will have to change, right? But I'll maintain it. Then we'll copy this guy. So what we'll do now is that we'll go to our ground floor where we have this guy. We'll copy this guy, select this guy, and click on copy. We are not going to use the normal copy because the normal copy you just want to copy on the same place. This one you are going up. So use the Control C copy, or you use the copy here. It's the same thing. This guy copy to clipboard, Control C, then paste. Again, we are not going to use the normal paste. If you do the normal paste, it's to paste on top of this. We want to paste up. So to paste, instead of clicking on the paste, you click on the arrow down here. Then in the options, you see what we call align to selected levels, right? Then click on that. But in our case, it's not active. It means, oh, I'll put me out of the phone. So it means that when I say copy, paste, align to selected, it won't work because it's not active. When this happens to you, what it means is that some of the elements you've copied are elements you cannot paste up, right? And so it means there's something inside that cannot be pasted up. So if you look at the model, usually it's two things: is the dimensions, right, and the stair path. These two things. So what you do is that if you face this, just come and click on filter, then you look through. Then I'll remove the dimensions. So look for dimensions. Then you remove what we call the stair path. The stair path is that up. You see when you do the stair, that up no matter on that one. It's peculiar to that floor. So you cannot take it up. That one will need a new one. So you remove the stair path. Then click on OK. When you do this, you have to copy again because that first copy is still there. So if you go to paste, it won't paste. So you have to copy again. So Control C or copy here, right? They come to paste here. Then now align to selected level is now active. If you like, when you go to filter, you can remove shaft from the selection and then use that one shaft and drag it. You can still copy shaft and paste it. It will still give you the same effect. Just that now it will be 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how far you're going. You get this point? So now when I say paste align to selected level, you now choose the level you want to align it to. This is on the ground floor. I want you to go to first floor, go to here, go to here, go to here. So you don't choose ground floor again because it's already there. So you choose the ones up. Class B. They go. So the ones up, right? So the first, the roof, then the two levels that we did. So when I click on OK, the software itself will do its magic and put um, the rooms on top of the other. It's done. So when I go to 3D, this is what I'll see. Then you have your elevation, right? Got a session, get a session. Anything you do, you get it. It's follow like that. Mm. Are you okay? Yeah, I was waiting for you. Mm. The stairs was also copied. We copied the stair too. So it will also go straight like that. So let's see. I'll go to 3D. See, once I saw the another one. Okay, because this we did it open. We did this one open. Okay, so so we don't do that. It's an open plan. So you see, it's still open throughout. This one cannot function. It's not practical, but you can see the step going up. So it starts from the ground up to the top. So if it ends here, what it means is that you have to delete the last there. We are not going up again. Then you can, if you want to flow, you can flow. Then you put your, except you have a rooftop, that means your stair needs to go up again. Then you can go up there, do whatever you want. Is that okay? And when you have this, it means that you see what's happening. You see our railing over here, you fall down. You can see. So usually what you do is that you only copy the ground to the first alone. Then you go and correct the railing there. Then copy the first and you take it up. Else when you do this, it means you have to select all the railings and correct them. Or you can do this. I can still select this railing and they still waste your time, but at least it's worth it. I'll select these ones and delete them. Okay. Then I'll select this and delete it. And I'll select this particular one. I'll click on edit path to draw it well. So this is on the first floor. So I'll go to first floor. Then I'll draw it well. So after drawing this, you can now copy this and paste it. So I'll select this, copy, Control C, paste, align selected level. Then that is on the first floor, so it means I have to go up. So this, and that. Click on OK, then it will go up just like that for you. So there's an option you can also explore. If you forget to place a window, you can place it. It may be then you can copy it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'll undo. And when you are doing the undo, you see we've done a lot of things. I've taught you this undo, right? No. When you're undoing, it means I have to do undo. But if you come to the undo button here, you see there's an arrow there. If you click, it shows you all the steps you've taken. So you just drag your mouse down to where you want the undo to reach. So if I want to come here, it means will bring me to the fresh start of the project. So when I click here, everything goes away. The same with the redo. Found everything back. Right? So I redo only once so that this guy will go away. All right. So that's how to do the copy thing. So now what I want to do is I want us to do. We didn't finish the roof, right? And take your stair up. So you may try drawing and it may not align. Just copy it up. Yeah. So what are we doing? We didn't finish our roof, right? So finish it up. I thought we did rafters and paling. So what happened? What happened to this one? Then we took it inside. It means I didn't save it. I didn't save the work. We did the facial and the rafters and paling were showing, and I showed you how you can put it back. Okay. So we didn't save the work. That's why mine is gone. I didn't save it. That's okay. Once we did it, that's fine. But I'll put the fascia again. Then we'll see how we can. Yeah, canvas here. We didn't do that. We didn't do the outside ceiling. So we'll put the outside ceiling and put a gutter around the roof. So let me put the fascia. You know how to do it already. You click on roof, select fascia here. Then let me show you one thing about the fascia. You can click on edit type. Then over here you see profile. So this is the dimension of the fascia. This is 19 by 235 mm. If you click on this, I think they have other ones. They have 19 by 181 and 19 by 286. So whichever you want to use, you choose it. Alternatively, if you want the exact thing you want to use on site, you can create your own facial profile and use. You have to learn how to do it, right? It's not difficult. So I'll choose the 90 by 285, click on OK. Then my facial, I'll give it a horizontal profile of -75 so that it goes in. It doesn't fall just by the roof. So I'll come to my roof, click on tab and click, and I have facial all around. Are you okay? You get this? Okay. So now the work we have to do is to put the outside ceiling. I see you know. Hmm. The outside ceiling, that's the main work. Work. What you may want to do is to select the normal ceiling and draw it around it to cover everything. And that will make our life simple. Yeah, I've not done that way before. That will make our life very simple. Usually you do the normal ceiling and we go and draw the soffit different outside. This will make our life simple. Interior design. You can do POP in Revit, but you waste time. It's not worth it. Yeah, you waste a lot of time. It's not worth it. But where you use comb, right? A little bit, or use it well. That's the software we use for interior design. It's very simple. So you can comb. It's an online, it's a cloud-based software. It's online, so you need internet to use it. They always update it. They always add new things. Yeah, 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 always, and it's paid. That one is not free. You have to pay for it. It's not expensive. It's worth it. Now I think it's almost 2K for the whole year. See this. They have packages. The amount you pay will determine the rendering quality you get. It's nice. It's nice. Come and do interior design. Why? Come and do interior design. You can render video, render pictures, render 360 panoramas. I'll show you when we close. Remind me, I'll show you some renderings so you can have a feel and you come and do it. Yes. Let's put a ceiling. So I'll put a normal ceiling. This thing saves time. I've never thought of it this way. Usually, normally I use the soffit. You see the outside. Usually the outside ceiling is different from the inside. So I do the normal ceiling inside. Now I use a soffit for outside. Okay, again to sometimes the height of the main room ceiling is different from the height of the outside ceiling. So the end about why me a bit hard. Or we can still use ceiling, but do the inside ceiling and use ceiling for the outside ceiling. You can still achieve that. But let me show you how to do the use the soffit, which is just use the soffit. To use the soffit, I'll go to my roof, right, roof level. This is our roof. Oh, okay, this roof under ceiling plan, right? So I'll open the roof itself. So bring see. So over here, let's see this. So you can see that the roof is not complete. That's a trash. So what's happening? We are supposed to see the complete, yeah, this one. But you are seeing this. Someone is saying view range, right? Which is correct. So it's a view range. So it's where we are seeing up to and where it's cutting. That's why we are seeing it this way. Usually your roof is your last level. So you don't have to worry to go and check the height of the view and all that. Once your last level, you can just open view range and increase it. So you can get that. So my roof level, I open view range. Good. So over here, I'm unable to select view range. Usually it should just come. When you're unable to select view range, it means that you are working within a certain template. That's why you cannot select it. So what we'll do is that you go to what we call the view template. It's still down here. You see view template. You click on the plan template. Then you change it. I'll change it to none. Click on OK. Then now you can see my view range. Yes, we change it. We change it on a different view, right? I think when we were at foundation or something. So the same thing here. Click on view range. Then I can just increase the top to like 5K. Okay. Don't go high, high, high. Just is the range. Then I'll make the cut maybe 4.9. Then you drag it here, click on apply and see. Sometimes when you change, click on apply, it may not be complete. Then you just go back and increase it. So you get what you want. So have a complete. So usually your outside ceiling is not usually your outside ceiling is from the fascia to the wall. So the fascia to the wall. So it means that we have to draw the ceiling from the fascia to the wall. It means we have to know where our wall is and where our fascia also is, which sometimes is difficult because the roof is covering it. So usually you have to hide your roof before you can do that. So you click on your roof, right click, hide in view, hide element, then your roof is gone. So you can see your fascia, then you can see your wall. Then now draw your soffit. So I'll click on the roof arrow, then I'll see soffit down here. Or if you want to use the normal ceiling, you can still select ceiling. But this one you use sketch ceiling because you are sketching the ceiling only around, not inside the main building. Are we here? Is anybody confused? That's fine. I've not tried the ceiling, but we'll do it and see it will work. We'll do it. The wall and the fascia. I'll show you how to do. The way I'll do this is the same way you do ceiling. The way we'll draw this is the same way. So let's see. Click on the soffit. Then I'll see your soffit here. The soffit here is 300 mm thick. It's too thick. So you have to reduce the thickness of the soffit. Right? Some people use TNJ and others is thick. So you can do edit type. You can draw and later come and change it, or you can change before drawing. So edit type, duplicate. What size do we give our soffit? Ceiling. Some people do 50 by stick. 50 is stick. I'll do 25. You can do 50. All right. Depends on you, the money you have. Yeah, click on. When you change the name, it doesn't mean the thickness has changed, right? You click on edit here, then change the thickness here also to what? 25. Click on OK. Click on OK. Then now you draw around. So I can use pick line. Now zoom in, I'll pick this guy. Okay. So you pick around the fascia. That's all. Now, if I accept this, what it means is that the surface will pass through the whole building. Remember, we have to draw something in to create a void. See, okay. Good. So it means I have to still use pick line and pick the outside of the wall this way. Where's the wall here? You see. You need to make sure your lines are not intersecting or overlapping. So this is a perfect shape. If I accept, it means this is how my surface will be. The same way you use ceiling. So when you select sketch ceiling, you sketch this one inside. You can sketch the inside one first and sketch the outside. You get the same result. So when I accept, some line crossing here. So I click on continue and I correct this and accept. So back in 3D. So you see the ceiling is here. The roof is here. But we hid it at the roof plan. Okay, so it's fine. So you can go under and see if you see it. So you see your soffit under here. But usually it goes up. You see where it is? You can see it. It's not void. You see it's closed. But it was through. So you have to bring it down. To come and fall at where the fascia is. Usually, for it to be easier for you, you can cut a section. So you can see where the fascia is and the soffit. So I'll go to my ground floor or first floor anyway. Now you select section and cut a section. Now open the section. So in this section, this is our normal ceiling, right? This is a normal ceiling. This is a normal ceiling that we drew. You can see it here, compound ceiling. Let me increase the height. Then down here, you see your feet, your soffit. On level, well, that's what we're not seeing. You see the level it is. So you select the align tool. You align your this is your fascia to this. Then it comes down here. So in 3D, we now see it down here. You can see it. So it covers the down part for you. This way. So I don't see through it. Don't forget that you hit the roof here. So when you come, you won't see it. Means you have to unhide it. To unhide, what do you do? Right click, you go away. Right click and you go away. It means no one has seen something before. You go to the bulb, excellent. It's for it. So the bulb down here, click on the bulb. It will show you the hidden element. So click on it, right click and say on hide. Or you can click on hide here. And you click out. Then it comes back. Then you can hide the underlay so you don't see what's under. Underlay, choose none. You can only see this. Okay. Then there's let me see if we have it. I'll go to component. Inside the list, I'm sure there is rich cap. You know rich cap? Okay. There's a rich cap somewhere. It's not here. I'll show you where to find it. Say again. Yeah, the name, I'm not too sure if the name is rich cap. That's why I didn't want to go and search. Um, okay, I'm not sure it's there. So let me show you how you can bring it. It is in the families folder we gave you. See that folder? Yeah, the rich cap is inside. It's not there alone as rich cap. It comes together with the roof. It comes together with the roof. So inside the folder, welcome. So this is a folder. I'll look for roof. There's roof here. Then inside this roof, you see this one. This roof. This is RVT. Remember the difference. You remember? How do we use RVT? I explained RVT, RFA, and RTE. Said RVT is Revit template, RVT is Revit project, RTE is Revit template, and RFA is Revit family. And I showed you how you can use the RFA. That one just drag it and drop. And the RVT, I said something. That one you drag and drop. But when you drop, it will open a separate project because it's a project on its own. So you copy what you want and you come and paste it. Alright, so we'll open this. So I'll drag it into Revit, put it here. So you see to open, it's a 2019 file. So it's opening it with a 2023. So to open at the side, I just have to put it inside. All right, so this is the project. So you see, it's a roof project. So you copy the one with the red cap. You see the red cap is here. You copy this one, select it, copy, Control C. Then come to your project, Control V. Sometimes when you open a view in your project and you are pasting, you may get error that I cannot paste. So this is my 3D view. In case I get error here that I cannot paste, I open another view, maybe ground floor, first floor, or any view, and paste it there. Right. So I click on OK. Then let's see if we can paste. So you see, cannot paste. You just cancel. Then I'll open ground floor. Ground floor. I'll paste here. Control V. Then I'm sure here it's gonna work. It doesn't matter what you paste. Just make sure you're pasting it somewhere in your project. Then the software will just pick it up. Then you can use it. Click on OK. Then I can just paste this guy on the floor here. You can see. When I paste, I don't have to go and look at it. Once I know I've pasted it, I can click modify and delete it. Because remember when you paste, it goes to where it has to go. So I click on finish, then I'll just delete this guy. Then remember to close the project so it doesn't conflict with the current project you are working on. Good. So back to my roof. Um, the rich cap goes to component. So I select component. Then in the list here, I'll say rich cap. Anyways, so let's see how it is named. It's named. I'm not bothered to keep the name in my head before. It's Bora something something something. The Bora deals with the roof itself. The or it's rich cap. Okay, let me search. If I don't see it, I'll type the name. Type rich and see if it comes. So there are coolest ironing board things here, so you can put them in your project to make it lively, right? So it's not empty like what I'm doing. You have to fill it up. You don't do an empty drawing. Oh. So at least you have to know the name for the rich cap, so you don't have to scroll like I am. Then you may scroll and later don't even get it. If we stay time. So it's correct. The roof bore have something something. It's here, right? So you type in rich grant paper. See the name ridge is part of it. So you select it. And usually it's good you add it in 3D. Go to 3D. Then in 3D you choose pick line. Then you zoom in. Then you pick the line here. Make sure you zoom in. Because if you are out this way, picking maybe with this one, if I click, you see that dotted line here. That's where to place it. So make sure you zoom in so you can get this and click. Right? Now orbit around, zoom in, click here. So just do this. Make sure you're selecting this line. Sometimes when you place the ridge, it flips. Okay, let me see if any of them has flipped. Then we see how we can unflip it. What the flipping here? This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. Depends on how you click. This is correct. They are all correct. But in case it flips, select the one that is flipped. Then in your options here, if you go down, you see what we call flip profile. Just select it, then it will flip back to the correct position. In the options here, you see is it flip direction or flip profile? Let me click flip profile and see. So it's flip profile. So see it has flipped. Usually this is how it will be in case you don't click well. Then when you come just check this and apply, then it will flip to the correct direction. Now assuming you want to put the gutter, rain gutter around it, just click on the roof. I think we did gutter. Just click on the roof arrow. Then in the options, you see gutter here. Simple, just click gutter. Come to your roof. Before you click your gutter, you know you have to offset it in a bit. So that it's able to be good, right? So you can put in the horizontal profile just like we did for the fascia. The fascia we did -75. Remember, fascia we offset it in -75. So I want to offset my gutter in maybe negative what? Negative what? I'm making it 50. Okay. Then I'll come here. The same way before I click, I'll press tab. So it picks around. Click, then you have your gutter. Again, maybe you want a gutter around like this. You don't want something like this. You can learn how to create it. You have to go through that stress. Just go. But it's not difficult anyway. You just draw the profile. I'll show you how to draw profile. And then maybe you can explore those other options. You just draw the profile of how you want the gutter to be. Then Revit to do the rest for you. Alright. I'll show you how to do it. We'll do hidden roof. We'll do the property. We'll put a coping on it. Then we'll see. Right. So let's do the hidden roof. Right. Are we here? The family. I don't know everything that is inside there. I've not explored everything there. They are what? Ah, the roof things there. Ah, no, it's not. It's not. You don't click and go easy like that. Too. Those. This is when you are doing materials proper. Then you want to change this roof to a different one. So you create that material with this picture. Then you apply it. You apply it to it. Then it will come. That's what we're talking about. You want to change. Maybe you want to use long span. You want to use. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you create a. Let's see if you can do that on Thursday. So let's do hidden roof. So I'll copy this building again to the side. Then I'll delete the roof and I will do hidden roof on top of that. So I'll go to my 3D, face the top, select the whole model. I'll copy it. No, it's have to restart. I'll copy this guy from here to this side. Right then, orbit up. So I'll delete the roof here. Let me see. Let me restart. I don't like the way it's okay. Let's go ahead. Let me see. I don't like the way it's taking time to load. So what we're doing, we were deleting this guy here. Yeah. I'll delete the facial outside. This thing you brought it up. We did 28. 28. So what do we need for our concrete for our hidden roof? What do we have to do? What and what? Raise the outside walls. Why do we need to raise it to a level? You set up there. The data here, I think the one you mentioned is data. Which data you were referring to? So the working area around, how do you want it? How do you slab? That's the slab. The roof slab. Depends on the data. Because what we're saying that the area around it. I get the data sometimes, but what I want to get I mean, it's not a roof slab around. give you upstand. So you're short. Or you can always say dual full. Is that one dual full? Okay. All right. So let's prep ourselves for the great day. So which one do we do first? You go to your roof level. What is it? You can't see it. So underlay, right? First floor. You understand this? All right. Then you decide how you want it to be. If you want it to take the shape of the house, yes, I think so. If you want to take the shape of the house, or you still want to go by what we did here. I said we'll do something here. But I didn't say anything. So I don't know if you want to go by the shape of the house. Go. I want us to put our slab on it first. Then we'll do our wall on it. So see that you cover the whole thing like a box house. Same thing goes up. Or okay, let's do this. So we have a little bit of variation. So what I want us to do is we'll still slab or by the front here, this side, the parapet will be shorter than the main house. Just to let you see how there's some variation, right? I think that will be fine. The slab usually curve it the same direction. The slab over here, should we curve it the same direction? Or you want to do it box over any of your own? Is either you curve it the same direction or ignore it at all. You come and do something there. Yeah, you can do a pergola there. So it means you are going by this same thing. Right, I'll go to my roof. Then you select your slab, right? Floor slab. You determine the thickness. Then I'll use pick line to pick where I want my um, slab to pass. So say we are passing here, here, and here. Then I'll trim and extend here and here. So what we have done means that if you accept the slab will cover the whole thing. But we don't want to cover the whole thing. We just want the slab around. So it means you have to draw another line inside. Are you with me? To draw that line, here, when we're doing the fascia, we drew it around the fascia, then we came to pick the wall. But here, there's nothing here you can pick. So we have to offset this line inside. We offset a copy of the line, not the original line. So you click on offset and you choose your offset value, right? So what offset should we give our slab or gutter we are talking about? What you are going to pass? I say, Nana Poku, what offset? What value? What space? Very small. But our block wall will fall on that same slab. Our block wall, the outside one, and the parapet wall, and then the upstand, they all fall on that slab. Thousand, so thousand two hundred, so thousand two hundred, so that you have enough space to walk around. It's not good to have you walking with you. Can't so as much as possible, leave enough space up there so that not a lot of space, but enough space. So you can do the 1,002. Let's see what is. So 1,200. You make sure your copy is on because we don't want the original one to go off. Now, so this is the trick. Oh, this line is gone. This one is gone. So let's correct this. So I'll click on pick line. So I have to pick here. Here you can connect it, right? It's perfect. All right. So offset 1200. Then make sure copy is on. Okay. Then now I'll come to the line I want to offset. I want to offset in. So I'll do this. Then you may want to press tab. So a tab will just select all the lines for you. Then you just click once, then offset all inside. But this time, if you click tab, this will open. It will not work. Okay. It's supposed to work, but it's not working because you see, we put the offset value here of 1002. The cursor is still here in the 1002. So when you come and offset, it won't work because the cursor is still there. You have to click somewhere for the cursor to go out. So what you do is just uncheck the copy and check it again. Then you know the cursor is not there again. Then I can just come here, click on tab, and click. Then you have this. Then you accept. If not, it means still works. If not, if you do the offset, you use pick line, right? No, no, offset, you don't select pick line. So offset, then you just come to the word. That means you have to click line by line this way. Then when you finish, you have to come and trim. Okay. So if you want this, you can still do it this way and get the same results. The other one is faster. When you accept, to actually if the was to attach, so you attach. Click on OK. Now in 3D, you have this. It means here our slab needs to extend here, right? So I will say very high because of the design you want to do. We now say we want to do design, but it's like it's going to over us. So what it means that here the offset needs to go in because you cannot have this. Yeah. So we select it, edit boundary, go to your roof. It means our offset here needs to come in. Okay. Yes. What I'll do is that so I'll do this. I'll offset 1200 here. I'm not supposed to leave copy. I'll offset 1200 here because we said here we'll put a wall here and separate that side from the main slab. Is anybody confused? You're confused. You're confused. You're confused. You're confused. Yes. Now you're confused. No. You're not confused. So it's a storyline I was using. I was punching. You didn't follow the story. We said that in 3D, my properties is gone. Let me bring it back. I'm taking it. So we said that in 3D, when we roof, we are going to make the front separate. So there'll be a wall here, and the one here we are going to reduce it. So we are not going to do one single wall around it. There'll be a wall here, and there'll be another one at the front here. At the front, we are going to reduce it a bit. Yeah, sure. Let's do it then. I'm sure we'll catch up. So when we accept and attach, this is what we get. So we are going to draw the wall around it. So go back to your roof, select your wall. Then this time around, you have two options. Your wall is unconnected because there's no level above it again. So you can just put in the value of your parapet wall. Or you can decide to go to level and set a level for your parapet wall and attach the wall to it, which I would advise you do. Because when you do it that way, if you want to change the height, it's easier. Just change the height of the level, then the wall moves with it. Are we on the same page? So I will not do it this way. I'd rather go to elevation and add. So you cannot do levels for this building separately. They are all the same level. So I'll just come and do the level here. Up this way. What height should we give our parapet wall? 900. That means your roof is going to be really flat. Let so 7,200. If it's 1,002, so 7,200 this way. So this is our parapet. So I'll now go back to my roof, click on wall, then I'll start drawing my wall. Then I'll connect it to what? The parapet. Then I'll just draw my wall. Then I know this wall I'm drawing is connected to what? The parapet level. Depends on where you want it to pass. Let me pass here. Okay, come and correct this. Because when you zoom in, it gives you the box, so you know you're putting in the center. So this side, I have to align it. So in 3D, this is what I've done. Are you okay? So the one up here, we say we want to reduce that height. So you now get what we're trying to say. Alright. So back to my roof. The one here, I'll select wall or select this and do CS. And this one, I'll unconnect it. So unconnected. Then I'll give it a height myself. So I'll put 900. Then I'll just draw that wall from here to here to here. So I get this. Okay. So now you're going to draw the wall inside the upstand wall. Go back to your roof. Select your wall, CS. And you want to draw it around the slab this way. When you click here and you start drawing, this will happen. You understand this? What does it mean? Half of your block wall will be in the void, and half will be on the slab, which is not good. So what do? Change the what? To something. It's called what? Location line, right? So I'll click on escape. Then I'll change my location line to exterior and see. Again, so this means if I draw from right, it will work. You see from left to right, the wall is coming in. So if I draw from right to left, it will work. Or I can just go and change it to what? Interior. Then I'll still draw from here. Right? Then we have to give it a height before we draw. Or, or, okay, let me draw it. Let's draw it and see what happens. So I'll draw it here, to here, to here, to here, to here, and to here. So in 3D, this is what we get. Right? Then we'll put our roof on it. So the same level with the parapet, we'll change it. You can give it a height whilst drawing. But what will happen is when we draw a roof, we attach it to the roof. That's why I left it this way. So it would rather be attached to the roof, right? So in 3D, let's see the space we have. We have this middle to middle. Middle to middle is 1,000. So it means minus 200. So we have 800. The space there now is 800. So you draw your roof, you give your roof a little offset, overhang. and the space there. Okay. So 800. What offset should we give our roof? 150. Because you want space, you are putting one 800. So if we do 200, you have 600 left. 600, okay. So let's put our roof. I can select the roof here and do CS. Then I'll just come here to put my roof. I'll use pick line. Then I'll put in my offset of 200. And I'll click the wall outside this way. So this means that all the sides will slope. If you want it to slope one side, you put all the slope off and you activate only the side you want it to slope to. If you want it to slope two sides, means you put all off and slope the two sides. Let's accept this one. When I accept, it will ask me, it didn't ask me. I'm sure they didn't ask me because the wall is already attached to the parapet. But they're supposed to ask me if I want the wall here to attach to the roof. So this means that when you're drawing, don't connect it to a level. Let it be unconnected so that the question will be asked. Or we can now come and change it. So I can now select this guy. So I'm holding control, right? Then I'll say attach top base. Now I'll select the roof. Then it's attached to the roof now. Okay. Usually your roof, let me go to 3D. So this is our roof. It's sloping in all direction and it's sloping at 30 degrees. Okay. If I go to section, the section that we created, what's happening here? The building is at the other side, eh? Okay, so ground floor. So see, the section doesn't reach here. So you select this, then drag it here. It reaches this guy. You can open it. They won't see it because it's outside the crop. So you can see it down crop so that we can see it here. Your roof usually sits exactly on the roof level. So you can see at that slab also because the roof is on the roof level. So we have to lift it up. It doesn't have to sleep on the slab. It needs to go up. Because when you are doing your private wall, your upstand wall is what your roof sits on. This time, the roof is attaching to the, so you can see the upstand wall here. So it means that once it's attached to the roof, if you select the roof, any elevation you give the roof, the wall will raise. So we give it the elevation you want to give the upstand wall. Are you with me? Are you sure? Base offset from level. So how high do you want your wall to be? Upstand, our parapet wall is 1,200. So what do we do with the upstand? So that would depend on the slope is high. So we'll change the slope of the roof. The slope roof is 30. 30 then yeah, they will perfect word console maybe. That will be the same as creating another room up there. So we'll change the slope of the roof, definitely. But let's deal with the wall height first, then we can change the slope of the roof. 400, 500, 600. If I do 600, wow. So you can still see so you see the wall came up. Good. So in 3D, you see that this is what happened. You see your wall is there. So you are still seeing the roof. You can go back to your session or in elevation where you can see this. Then select the roof and change the slope. If I make the slope 15, goes down. Let me go to the session and see. We are still seeing it. If you do 10, it's hidden, right? Then you have this. If you want it to slope, maybe this way, go to your roof, select the roof, edit footprint, put the slope off at this side, then leave two sides. Or if you want here and here, leave here and here. You see the way I did the selection? Accept. Then in 3D, you have this. If you want to slope this way, if you want one way, that means that we have to go select edit footprint, put one, I'll put these two off and activate this. I want it to slope in that direction. If you accept, slope in this direction. It means that we have to reduce the slope. 5, 4. So it comes down a bit. This way. So you can have this. Then if you want to do your rafters and purlins, you copy twice. You come and put one on top of the other. The same process. Are you okay? Are we sure? You can go and download Polytime and come and put it here. That means you have to support it. You can come and put Polytank here. Right? Should we try it? I know you say yes. I'll go to my roof. Then in my do you have Polytank in the materials? Let's see. The families we gave you. If I type tank here, right? So water tank. So I just drag it. It's RFA. Drag it into Revit. I can put it here. I can put two. So in 3D, alright. So our tank is not safe. Yeah. Mm. You have to support it coming from down up. I remove it. It depends on the gap. Let's see. What's the dimension here? Let's move because this is huge. It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, up. Maybe you to do one color. In fact, some people get rid of the wall here and extend the roof so the water can drop. Right? You can do it. So just extend the roof back to this point. So I mean the wall at this end needs to come back. Then the roof will sit on it. Then the water can drop down. Some people will do it that way. Depends. Sometimes there's still a wall here, but the wall here is shorter. Then it falls on it, then it goes down. So now how do we put a coping? So I think we are done with what's on the board. what I'll do is, yeah, no. If I want to put the roof back, so if say I want to put the roof back, get this wall, go to my roof plan. So this is the roof. Don't select the roof and push it back. Edit footprint and drag the roof back, the roof line. Okay, you get it. The same thing. So you go back there, and it means you have to bring your wall to the wall is down there. You drag it or offset it back so that the wall is now the are doing fish pond. Are doing fish pond up there. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So you need drain, right? You need drain. So okay, there's drain. I think there's drain in the family. You can come put it there. But what you're talking about is a down pipe, bringing it down, right? The drain. That's fine. We'll put drain there to show. So you're talking about coping, right? There are two ways you can create coping. I'll show you the second way. The first way is that you create a coping. You see the way we did a wall. You create a coping and attach it to a wall. So it means that what means that that wall comes with a coping. So anytime you want to use it, you can just go and select that wall and use it. Or it comes with a coping. If you can parapet wall near your drawing, can you see the normal wall? You go and select the coping wall and use it to draw because it comes with a parapet already. It comes with a coping already. That's one way. The other way is to model in place. Model in place means that we already have our wall, so we just draw the coping around it. The disadvantage with model in place is that once you model your objects in that place, you cannot select them when you use it somewhere again. So if we model in place coping, let's say around this small side, we cannot select that and go and use it at the big side. It means at the big side we have to still model another one in place. But assuming we use the wall with the coping, so just be here, you just reduce the height, and you just get this and get it here. Walls, yes. You know, I've not okay anyway. I've not. Let me say this. I've not tried downloading a wall with copying before, so you can try. Maybe you get that. So what I think I'll do for is, you see, along the line, I'm writing some notes, and so what I'll do is that remind me Thursday. I'll show you how to set the template. The template I set for you. I'll show you how we set it. What I'll do is I'll build upon the template. I'll add the copying and the things I've noted down. I'll include them in the template and give you that template as a new template. And you have to set it yourself. Are you okay? So I'll show you how you set it in the video. So you watch the video and then you can set the template and use that one. That's more updated. So I'll create like three copies, attach it to the wall inside. So when you select wall, you see it in the list wall with copy. You can select that one and use it. Don't like my copy, then you create you model this. Guys tired. You are tired. All right, so let's see how we can model in place. It's not difficult. This is how you model in place. Model in place does a lot of things. Okay, that's what we use for the step, the one at the front. We use model in place for it. We use model in place for the ramp. We use model in place for the pergola and all those things. It's model in place. You're modeling it yourself in place. To model in place the coping here, You click on architecture, component, click on the arrow. You remember, we came here and I told you we'll reach there. We've reached here. So you click on model in place. Then it will ask you the model you want to create. Which family or category can I attach it to? Please don't kill yourself with this. Just go and choose a generic model. It means general model. Then you are gone. But if you want to go through the list, you can go through the list and see where yours will fit. Right? I've not done that before, but you can go through the list. So this is coping. Maybe you can fit it with wall. So you can look for wall and select wall. Like when I come, I just select generic model, double click, and I'm gone. Then you can name it. Coping. The name already exists. So me just copying the project. Let me see. Oh, there's a copying profile in the project. All right, so let me name it. Let me do this again. Model in place, generic model. So you can name it copy one, or you can leave the name generic model and click on OK. Then you see forms. This means that these are the different forms of models you can have. You can have an extrusion, you can have a blend, you can have revolve, you can have sweep. Then this void is the void form of all these five. This one, two, three, four, five will create. Let me when we were doing wall, I explained wall sweep and wall review. Do you remember? Do you remember? And I even went to Google and showed us wall sweep and wall review. They said that wall sweep is like an extrusion on a wall, and the wall review eats into the wall. Do you remember? No, my people, wall sweep and review, right? Then we said that it's in the software. Uh, so we said that this is like a sweep because this is an extrusion on a wall. Remember? Yeah, so sometimes the window sill they put like an extrusion of wall there. That's like a wall sweep, right? But that one I'm not sure should qualify for wall sweep. It's a window sill. The sweep goes around. Yeah, the sweep goes around. So okay, let me put a cursor on the. Let me cancel out of here. Go to wall. See wall sweep. I'll put a cursor on it. So this is a wall sweep. Then on a review, this is what the review is. So the review is the same thing, but the opposite. That one doesn't extrude out; it cuts into the wall. Recess, excellent. So what I'm saying is that you go to component, model in place, generic model, click on OK. These forms here, these are extrusion. These ones will extrude, and the void one here, you can see the names here are the same thing here, but these are the void forms. This one will eat into the wall. The other ones will come outside. Are we here? So what we want to do is we want to do a sweep for our coping. It's a sweep. This is how the sweep works. Look at the example they are giving us. So you draw a line around where you want your object to pass. Then you draw the shape of the object. Then the software will use it along that line for you. In SketchUp, it's called Follow Me or something. Yeah. So that your profile will follow the line. So I'll click on sweep. This is how it works. Then you tell the software, I want to pick a path where I want my sweep to pass. Then you pick your path. So I'll pick here and here. The line needs to be connected. You can see there's a space here. All right. Set it. Don't come and pick here preco. So drawing now back. It won't work. It needs to be a single connected sketch. Assuming I was doing for the big one, I'll just pick around the whole thing. Then I'll draw, which I'll do so we see. Right? But I want to do for this short space. After selecting, you tell the software, I'm done selecting. Now I want to edit the profile I want inside. Then click edit profile. The software will give you this sign here. Now to draw your profile, then I'll take it around the line for you. So I will now come here and draw my profile. A profile is a section of the copy. The copy you have in your mind. If you cut a section through it, what are you going to see? The shape is what you draw. Yes. Then the software will take it around for you. So if I have this in my head that I want this, maybe I want to go. Let me just do 150 here. Then I'll do 50. Let me cut it 50 50. So 50 50. See, I'm in 3D. I'm drawing. The dotted line will let you know if you are drawing straight. You see, when you see the dotted line, you can see it means that you are drawing straight. This dotted line. Good. So 50 here, 50 here, 50 here, 50 here. Then I know this one will be 50 because I did 150. So straight line. Yes. So you draw this shape. That's what it will give you around it. So when you're done drawing, you say, I'm done. Revit. So please do the magic for me. And I said, the software will do this for you. You can see. That is well. Right? And so front elevation, you see there. You don't have to worry about going to show it in your elevation. So let's do for the main one and draw a different shape. You have a question? What's that? You get him? Yeah, that's the same way. So you select the down part, you draw the shape you want, and the software will generate it for you. Go and look for families. Yeah, I'll come to Windows in a bit. I've not tried looking for families, those families. Yeah, maybe we can explore that and see. I've not tried looking for families that content. Usually I create it myself, so I don't struggle to go for families. So let's do this one, then we'll come to your window. Okay. So for the make one, the same process. Even if you select this one and do CS, okay, maybe you select this one and say you want to do CS. Do CS to bring you here. The same as selecting component, model in place. So generic model, click on OK. Then create, then sweep. Then I'll draw, I'll select a pick path. Then I'll pick the path. Okay. If you like, you can pick up to a point and draw the shape. And later come and select the other part. It will work. Now why not pick all prerequisite? That's why your orbit, your scroll, your pan, it needs to be at your fingertips. So trim and extend. Trim and extend. Say again. You have to do it in 3D. I'll trim and extend. Usually, if you forget to trim and extend, we'll draw shape number. So when you draw the shape, your stamp doesn't count. It means your lines are not either close or they're overlapping. You just have to correct it. So you see, I have this here. So when I accept, I'll say, so it's telling me more than one loop. More than one loop not allowed. So it means my dollar move, baby. Okay. Usually it's supposed to give me the yellow this thing. So I see what you've done wrong. There's no A here. It's not joined. So click on continue. Then I'll use trim and extend to join this. Let me see. So it's allowed me. So now I want to draw. Click on edit profile. Then you draw your profile here. If you want a simple, maybe just one. Let's put it there. And I'm going. Maybe just want something like this. Yeah, go, 75. Maybe just this around. Then when you accept, and accept. What do you want? So when you curve your shape, to give it that shape. I wanted to use that. I wanted to do concrete fascia to illustrate that for you. You know concrete fascia. The Nigerians love it, right? Concrete fascia. This is what we mean. Like this, or this. Yeah, something like this. So the same thing. You pick the edge, you draw the shape, and software will take it around for you, right? This one is easier, right? This one you don't need the fascia, the soffit, and all this. Any so this is what we have. It's simple, right? It to just come with practice. To just come with practice. Once somebody can do it, everybody can do it. Yeah. So that's how to use the sweep. Then you ask about a window. What do you want to do to your window? Is it okay? It's like I get what you're saying. Let me see. Uh, like this. This one, right? I wouldn't say it's possible, but it's stressful and not worth the time. And because it's model in place, so you do it at one side, you can't go and use it at another side. You get it? Okay. I mean, you can technically. What you may have to do is that you can select the window, go to the edit family of the window where they created the window, then you add it as part of the window, then you save it. Then when you load it back into your project, it will come with it. Say, yes. I'll show you. I'll use okay. I'll do a simple one around the window and show you how that is done. Let's see. I'll use this one. I won't use this. It depends on the design you want to do though. So let's say I have this. I have this window. This window. So if you are lucky, there are some window families that come with those moldings. That one's excellent. Just select it and use it. Now when you change the size, it still comes with the design. As much as possible, look for those families and use. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And not worry yourself about creating it. It's I can tell you it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. But either way, let's see. So maybe I have this window and I just want sometimes you have some extrusion around it. Very simple design. You can just do it. I can select the architecture component model includes generic model. Then this time around, I can't use, can I use sweep? I can't use sweep. What you use, because you're going to extrude it this way. So we use extrusion. So instead of using sweep, we use what? Extrusion. This is how the extrusion works. You click on it. Now we are doing modeling. Oh. You just floor plus nine and then go. And we are modeling. Okay, so let's look at the example. So you draw your shape, then there's also extrusion for it. So you click on extrusion. Then with extrusion, you have to draw it on the surface you want the extrusion to happen. Just like the model test. When we started drawing, it went down and put it on the surface. This one, if you draw it right now, it will fall down because the work plane is down. So you have to pick a work plane. So before you draw, you click on the arrow here, set. And say, I want to pick my own plane. Then you come and pick where the window is, that side as your plane. So you draw against it, then it extrudes. So you pick it. You can decide to go to the elevation, so you can just draw. Or if you think you are boss, you can just be here in 3D. Select rectangle because I want to draw around it this way. Okay. If you accept this, it means the illustration will cover the window. But I want it around. So you have to draw another one around so that the inside will be a void. The same analogy. So I'll use offset. And I'll offset it with the value I intend doing. Around it. If I do 200, then I'll assume. Yeah, it's too big. What should I do? 75. All right. Then copy, right? I'll click copy, click it again so that the cursor is out of that side. Tab, click. That's all. Then you click on accept. Then you have this kind of extrusion. If you want it to extrude more, click on it. You see the value, the extrusion value here. More or less. Depends on if I want to make it 150, it goes in a bit. Then you can accept. Then you have this. What we are seeing is, let's say I want to use this here because it's on the same plane over there. I can copy it and take it here. So I can just go to that side of the building, click on copy, and copy this maybe from this end of the window. And I'll come here. But even this, because the window is not the same size, if I place it, I still have to select it and adjust it. Right? But for this side, you can't bring it here. For this side is a different plane altogether. Are you here? So what we were saying, myself and Albert were saying that you can add this to the window itself. This is how you do it. I'll delete it. So you select the window itself, then you click on edit family up here. Then to open where they created the window here. Then you can add it to it here. Right? So over here, let's try and see extrusion. Um, pick a plane, right? So I'll pick here. Then I'll draw. Then I'll use my offset this way. Then I'll accept. Okay. I have extrusion. Okay, so we are facing something else. I'll explain. So our extrusion is here, but I can see it's transparent, right? It's transparent because of the family, the material. So let me change it quickly. I can just click here. Then I'll see material here. I know there's a material called I know there's a material called sherry. So let me just use sherry. We don't have sherry here. So default, let me use default. So this is a default material, right? So it means that we've added it to the window itself. So after doing this, then you have to do what? Load it back into your project. So you can see load into project, and this is load into project and close. If you click the first one, it will load it, but will not close this window. The second one will load it and close this window. That's just the difference. So I'll just load and close the window. To ask you if you want to save this as part of the original window. So this will replace this original window. I don't want to replace the original one. I just want to affect the one in my project. So I'll say don't save. But rather, I want you to overwrite the existing one and its parameter values. That's all. So this will be added to all the windows that of the same type. I like the silence and the and the But if it's not the same type of window, it will not have it. I think we have some windows there. See, this one is a different type of window, so it didn't apply to that. It only applied to the same type of window. These are extra things you do for a client, so they need to pay for it. Yeah, yes. If there are extra designs you have to do, that's modeling. That's not if a client wants a design for a building on pay three in a way or in 3D no pay. The client wants the floor plan and all that. So 3D you charge it separately. Yes. Because of a building plan, and yet 3D no pay. Of a plan. 3D is not a plan. It's 3D. Yes, so you charge. So you charge for it. Yeah, that's what you have to charge for it. Someone can call you. Someone called me yesterday. Or more floor plan. They want to go and build. On my yache, the client is not ready. But the client now says, I want to see the 3D. So you don't have to send me the floor plans. So I'll do the 3D. I'll charge you. That's how it works. But because Revit makes, in a way, makes the 3D easy, it's simple for us. So the charge becomes like an added advantage. But you don't overcharge, so the client will run away. Yeah. Usually they'll send you pictures of it. So you can upload it. So when the pictures comes, it's easy to draw wall here. So you just look at the dimension, just put the walls there, the 3D is forming. Then you are gone. If they give you a PDF of the drawing, that way you know the dimensions are correct. You can bring the PDF here and draw your walls on it, then it will form for you. But if you bring the PDF, there's a way you do it. You don't just bring and draw on it. When you bring the PDF, you have to scale it. So you have the scale correct. So when you draw, you get the exact size. Yes. Yes. So you can bring the PDF or the image. That's if it's the exact the scale. You don't have to use the scale. Else you get different room dimensions. So 3D they have to pay for it. Yeah, 3D and rendering have to pay for it. Sometimes that's more than the plan itself. Yeah, you charge more than the plan itself. Yeah, they want to charge. Sometimes what I do for my client is I put 3D free. It depends on the client. I put free. Okay, it depends on the client. I can put 3D free, but I may factor some of the cost into the other parts here. Not largely, but it depends on who you are designing for. So pricing is relative. Pricing is relative. It's relative. Some people have a standard way of charging. We have a video on pricing, so I may share it with you. So be a, sort of a four-bedroom. So there's a you have a how do you call it? A factor you multiply it by. So a four-bedroom, just put it in. So to calculate, then you get an amount and give it to your client. If you want to go by that method, that's up to you. I'm not sure I've used that before, but it's there. Mr. Kofi uses it a lot. So if you ask him, Mr. Kofi, I want maybe structural design for this. He told you I'm coming. He's going to put it in the calculator and send you the total amount. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. It works. It's a fair price. If you want to go by that fair price. But there are some clients, they want some extra things. And so if you go by that, you may end up cheating yourself. You can do a design for somebody, charge 4K. That same design, you can charge someone 12K. It's relative. It's relative. It depends. Someone can do a design 6K for somebody, including structural and MEP. And someone can do only the architectural and take that 6K, right? It depends on your region, where you find yourself, and your clients. Yeah, if you charge a floor plan here, it's 4,000. You don't go to BBNE and go and charge somebody 4,000 there. They won't pay that money. No one will pay 4,000 in BBNE for for floor plans, right? Mhm. Sometimes I get calls from those places. You won't pay. What minuscule? There, those things are not really enforced. So I never basically die. Aha, and then, yeah. People usually come for plan because if the assembly is working, if the assembly is working, somebody who was sitting there in a way, the assembly is working. So you have to produce it. They will come and contact you. That one you charge more than you starting afresh. But you have to go to the site, pick the dimensions there. We call it as built. Pick the dimensions, then produce the same thing. That's a lot of work. So you charge more. Charge more for that. Now it's booming. That side of the market is now booming. Yay. Or some people they want to sell the building. They don't have the floor plan, don't have the permit and all that. So you can't sell the building. So they'll come and see you. You have to produce a floor plan, get permit for them before they can sell it. It's booming, right? It's booming. Come on, come on, come on, come on. When you paint it, it won't come. Paint, paint here first. It will not be there. When you apply the colors, it won't be there. Maybe when you're done Thursday, you do Lumion for us. Yeah, you just show us something small. Show us the way. Show us something small and then we see what we can do. Right? Yeah, Nana. Yeah, we're coming to do it right now. So I tell you the last one, we'll do our site design. Now I did this topo here and I told you we won't do it this way, right? So what we are going to do is that I'll go to 3D, go to the top. Let me delete one. Should I delete this or that? Which one should I delete? I'll delete my topo as well. Now, you want to put your topo. Usually, your client will give a site plan. We discussed the first day, you have to go to the site, look at all that. It may differ. Happened to me, even yesterday, it happened to me. Or small and new. Valley View. So you want to put up some hostel, be fast, or assassinate say, you see. I don't. I won't go there. He doesn't know, but he has a side plan. But with him, I've faced that issue with him before. The land we got there, the land was not up to the measurement there. So I had to let him go Sunday and take the measurement for me, and it was different. So please, that one is very important. Also, you have to come back and do a lot of adjustments. Something you could have avoided. Just waste time. Yeah, just waste time. It's a lot of work. You have to do those adjustments. So site design. What you're going to do is that your client will give you a site plan. So the dimension on the site plan, you're going to put them in the software to generate the exact size plan. So usually your site plan, your cadastral plan, it comes with distances and bearing. Okay. So this is an example of a site plan. You've all seen site plan before, or this one are quiet. You've seen site plan before, okay. So uh, so like this. This is a site plan. We've seen it before. Why are you making it? We've seen site plan before, right? So now they are doing the barcode one, the barcode site plan. Now it's expensive. Surveyors are cashing out. Yeah, you can pick your point, do your site plan for. Yeah, so the back is a barcode at the back. Okay, depends on the size of the land. Okay, 5K, 3K. Me, I don't do site plan. So usually it comes this way. So sometimes, so you see this one, it has a table here. The table here it has what we call the bearing in the distance. Sometimes you see it along the lines. It's a table, all right, but you still see it along the lines like this. You see the distance here and the bearing at the top. So it depends, right? When you see this here, what does it mean? This what? Say again? No. The line here. Does this one have the line? It's an offset, but it means something. See, this one also has it here. Sometimes it's even two. There'll be another one here. Sometimes it's three. No, you are getting close to it. So it's a road. So it tells you this is where the road is relative to the land. So that you can inform your positioning of the building. Right? We discussed the first day. Don't say change. I want to let your building face the road. Did we discuss it? Yes. Yes, eh? Yes, eh? Yes, eh? Sure. you naturally you may want your building to face the road. At least people, no one wants the back of the building to face the road. You don't do that. But that is not always the case that the face of the building has to face the road. Sometimes the side will have to face the road. Depends on the wind, the sunrise and the sunset. Very important. There's a functionality in Revit. We call it the solar analysis. So you can learn how to use it. Okay. What it does is that after you put in what we are going to do, you can activate a solar analysis. It will show you when you activate it, you can put in a time, maybe 10 p.m., 10 a.m., or 12. It will show you where the sun will be relative to the land, and it will cast a shadow so you can see how to position your building and all that. So Revit does a lot of things. That is why everybody is It's using it. You can use it to even analyze heat. Yeah, yeah. It's a game software. So it does everything. Structures, MEP, heat, that wind. The question to your class. Me, I don't have any experience. I have old people here who have the experience. Oh, what do you think? The client they don't know. Our clients don't know. You know that the sun shouldn't rise and hit you. Even here in the vicinity, you can see the building here is facing the road. See how ours is positioned. The road is here. Our building is here. The road is here. This building could have also faced here the same way. You don't have to say change near. You should face the road. You have to do all those considerations before you do that. Are you okay? Then you have to visit the site. The first day I shared my bridge view experience. You remember? Yakosomo experience. Yeah. And so Mekohwa, that wouldn't have happened. Right? I used the site plan the client gave me. Then there was only one route. And per the orientation, I faced the building to the road. That was not the east, so I felt it's fine. Which is fine anyway. But for the purpose of the building, that design facing the road will still work, but the top design I did will not work because the bridge view, the Adome Bridge, is at the back of the building. And so the way I did the rooftop design, if they are up there, they can't even see the bridge, which doesn't make sense because you need that bridge. It's for Airbnb, so you need that bridge so you can see. It will give you customers, right? They're charging us $1 for view. They'll pay it for view. You see that we don't charge view and all those things. But they'll pay for view, right? And the way I did the master bedroom, where the balcony is, you can't see the view. So I had to change all that. So the master bedroom can have access to the bridge. Sit outside at night. Fresh breeze, look at the bridge. You're satisfied. Naturally. You release stress. It depends on the area. It depends on the area too. Thank you. Right, so we are going to learn how we can translate this coordinate into the software to generate a site plan. So for the purpose of our class, we are going to use this one, right? So if you have a table, if your client gives you a table, it means you use the table here. This is the bearing and this is the distance, right? So I'll use this bearing and distance. So we have so you open Revit, you go to massing and site. First, you open your block plan first, then you go to massing and site, right? When you come to your block plan, this is what you do. You change your orientation to project north, right? So your building, this is just a line, you can delete it. The building will face the north according to your project, just like your floor plans are. You get the same design here, right? I'll add this to the list. I have to change it. So when you come, you don't have to change it. Orientation. So this is our building. Let me see. So you click on this guy, we call it the project base point. Then you change this orientation to 0, the last one. Then now what we are going to do is we are going to enter these guys. To enter them, you go to massing and site. Then over here, you see what we call property line. That's the line for the property. You click on property line. Then the software will ask you, how do you want to create your property line? So these are two ways. The first is by entering distances and bearing, which we have. And the second is if you want to sketch. The client doesn't have site plan, so it means you have to sketch it. This site plan or as I said, 80 by 80, 80 by whatever. You go there, you measure, you come put in a value. So you click on sketch. So the sketch means you just draw a line. That's all. That's not accurate. If it's just sketch, you can't do those solar analysis and all that. You can. The software will do it based on the sketch you give it, which will not be accurate. The software will do it for you, but it will not be accurate. So we want to create what? By entering distance and bearing. Click on it. Then this is all will show. Anytime you click first, this is all will show. So here it's giving us distance and it's giving us the north-south bearing and the east-west and the radius and what have you. This is not what we use here. Over here we use the true north, the bearings according to the true north. So that's what we are going to use. So we'll close from here. Then before we click on property line, you see there's a small guy here. We call him the site setting. You click on him. Then you come and change the angle here from degrees from north to south to what? Only degrees. And click on OK. Then now, when I go and click on property line and I click on create by entering distance and bearing, It will just give me this. So distance and bearing. That's all. No north, south, or whatever they call themselves. Right? So we are going to put these values here. You can start from anywhere and go in any direction, but you have to be consistent. If you start here and you go here, you can't come back like this. You have to go and finish. You start and go here, you have to go and finish. So we can start from anywhere. Where should we start from? So 5 to that one is the bearing. The distance over there is what? 105.3. So 105.3. Now, if you type 105.3, this is mm. Because our project, we are working in mm. If you leave it like this, it's mm, and you get it wrong. But over here on the stat plan, it's feet. So you do the trick I showed you, remember? So what do we do? You said, yeah. What do we do? So you add FT to the value. Software will convert it for you. So 105.3 FT. When I click outside here, software converts it to the value. You get it. Then over here, 52.21. So 52, then space 21. Now when I click outside to do it for you, 52.21. Then the next value, you click insert. It gives you another line. Then which direction are you going? Clockwise. So 98.9 feet. I did like one. So 98.9 FT. Don't forget the FT. Very important. You forget the FT, if you go and click, you see that one side is small like this. Then you know that yeah, something is wrong. Then you come back. I'll show you how to come back. 147.56. So 147 space 56 reset. So here you can also you are going back to 97. You have to continue. So this is 98.1, 89.1 FT. Then we have 23312, 233 space 12. So what we've done is we've done this, we've done this. Now it's left with this. This one, the software can join it for you because it's free line. It's from this one to this one. Or you can still decide to enter the value. But what happens when you enter the value, two things will happen. It's either the time is wrong, it will just come here. It will not close. Or it will be like this for us. Because there are errors when you are picking the value. There are errors. So as smart as software, again, you tell the software that close it for me. So it means if your site is only two, three, if your site is like this, only three coordinates. You have to enter the two, and then you enter this and this, and you want the software to close it for you. So you know enter all the three. You enter three because you have 4 points. If you have 5 points, if your site is like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you enter here, 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 then the software close it for you. Are you? So now we can let the software close. Now software can tell you that you can't see it clear for but the software tell you here from last to first point. It will give you the coordinates. You see it over here. So he has given me the distance as the distance we can convert. Right? But the bearing is giving me here, the software is giving me 318. Here you have what? 318. The software is giving me 28. Here is 27. The software goes ahead to give you what we call the seconds. Usually it's supposed to be three. You see, 1, 2, 3. The bearing, the minute, and the second. But when they go to the long last, in a sequence of 10. So that's it. So to close it, just click here. Add line to close. I'm going to put in the last line. The only thing you do now is click on. Okay. You get this. With the exact shape of site, the exact thing. Then you can place it. Some part is getting missing because of the crop region. So you can place it, then go and click do not crop. You can see the whole thing. So this is the shape. You can see. So it gives us the exact thing. Then you place it there. You can have the exact shape of land. Some people draw a client. I have a guy who works at the assembly. Some people bring drawing and the drawing is bigger than the site. Okay. So they wonder how can you do that? Right? But if you use Revit, you can't do that. Because this is the site. So if it's bigger than it, you will know. Yes, you will know. Right. You wanted to say something. Mhm. No, it's not going to affect it. Because they don't use tape to take the measurement. You get it? We are using tape. You say it may sag along the way. And normally to form because of topography, they don't use tape. But there's even a function in Revit. You call it a. You see, when we have survey data, right? So they can give the survey data of the land, the actual survey data, where you can see the contours and all that. Revit has the functionality for you to import that survey data here, then to generate that exact land with the nature, everything on it. Excel. Yeah. You bring here to export that, take that value, and then give it the exact nature of the land. This happens with the advanced, the big project, the advanced modeling and all that. Yeah, all that included. So to give you everything, just like the site is. That's why the big companies are all using it. Right? It makes things simple. It gives you things as it is. Then you can do your work, go to site, and know this is exactly what we want to do. I would advise that you do structures and particularly MEP. Now MEP is hot cake. MEP is hot cake. We have companies reach out to us of who to work with, right? And largely they reach out for MEP guys. And MEP to if you learn, you have to practice it. You have to be on top of your game. But they pay a lot. Sometimes we will reach out to our guys. Maybe some are busy, some are, and we have to go and do it. And so when we go, the last one I did, I think I met did it. So and they want you to work from morning to evening. we can't come and work from morning to evening. So because of how important it is, we can give them our terms, and they always come to our term. So I'll come there maybe Monday and Wednesday, 6 hours. You let them know that. Then they'll make sure when the drawings are coming, they come within that time. The work is not difficult. Largely, you work with the Lebanese and all those. They have their guys who do the drawings for them. So they will bring the drawings down. You send it. You will just interpret it. If there are changes you have to make on site, you make it as a. You take your money, you go away. So the field is big or it's white. The field is white. So the software will set you apart. But we have all been to the classroom. So what added advantage you have? The software. That's what will set you apart. Before drawing. So you can do it first before you draw. Uh, Usually, because I know you know the size of the land, you can sketch something yourself. That's why you begin with the size, with the drawings, and then later put this one there. But if you want to start with this, you can start with that. Twice, only twice, I've done this. I've gone through this process, starting with it. I hardly start with this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you can do it before. It's on you. Do you understand the question? Oh, the elevation market. The 4 points. The 4 points. The elevation markets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's happening to them? Then do your floor plans inside. I think we did that. We got through that last time. Where I use wall. I do a wall around. Then say, what if you want to use lines? Then I show that you can use lines. You can do that. Yeah, prelims. Then later you can come and put it on. Now what we have done is that we have the exam cycle. And the road is here, right? The building because what's happening is our project has its own knob. Per our project, this is our north, this is our south, the east and the west. And this side plan comes with a true north. There's always own knob. So we have to orient our project to face the true north relative to the side plan. This only happens on a block plan, not the floor plan. Because of that, we don't select the building and rotate it to face it. You that you mess your work up. That's what I was thinking. When you do that, and you save, and you put the project, when you open, you can't undo again. You mess your work up. Let's set it and orient it. What it means that your floor plans in our flexion. So you don't select this building. First, you want to rotate, and then maybe you want it to face here. You just rotate it to face here. It's a big mistake. There's a way we do the orientation. We do the orientation. You want it to we'll calculate. We're not only calculating ourselves. We just draw lines and we use the dimension to check the angle and rotate with another angle, but not the normal rotation. We use the guide to do the rotation so the money can get. So to affect only this group, not the floor plan. Just put your lines and orient, and that's all. Thank you guys. You don't have. Yes. Ah, somebody asked a question. Yeah. That's really. I put some microphone somewhere. Someone asked a question. Give me the mic. The laptop. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Hey. It's the first time someone is raising this up. So what I think the solution, if someone asks the question, the instructor will repeat the question. Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to repeat it before the answer comes. When the answer comes, you answer. When someone answer, I'll say the answer again. Yeah, that's true. So what you said now, we will not hear it, but you hear my laughter.